Before we jump into today's massive Los Angeles Dodgers update, do me a quick favor and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because the Dodgers offseason is moving fast. And what I'm about to break down today is not just another routine update. This is one of those moments where roster decisions, international talent, front office strategy, and off-field controversy all collide at once, and the ripple effects could shape the Dodgers for years to come. If you're a real Dodgers fan, you'll want to hear every single word of this because some of this news is exciting, some of it is shocking, and some of it might completely change how you view the future of this franchise. Let's start with the Dodgers roster situation because right now, this team is quietly but deliberately setting the foundation for another championship run. While other teams are scrambling, panicking, and overpaying in free agency, the Dodgers are doing what they do best, playing chess while the rest of the league plays checkers. The roster as it stands is a fascinating mix of established superstars, rising young talent, and calculated flexibility. The front office is clearly keeping multiple doors open, and that's not by accident. Every move, every non-move, and every roster spot tells a story. One of the biggest things Dodgers fans need to understand right now is that this roster is not finished. Not even close. What we're seeing is a framework, not a final product. The Dodgers are intentionally keeping room for adjustments, whether that's through trades, international signings, or late offseason additions. And that brings us directly to one of the most exciting names connected to the Dodgers right now, Roki Sasaki. Yes, Roki Sasaki. The name alone sends chills through baseball fans, and Dodgers fans in particular have every reason to be excited. The idea that Roki Sasaki could eventually be wearing Dodger blue is no longer just a fantasy whispered on social media. The situation around Sasaki has shifted, and the door feels more open than it ever has before. When people say Roki Sasaki unlocked, what they really mean is that the barriers that once made his MLB path feel distant are starting to loosen. Sasaki is not just another pitcher. This is a generational arm, a once-in-a-decade type of talent with velocity, command, and composure that feels almost unfair. The Dodgers have long been rumored as a dream destination for elite international pitchers, and when you look at how they've developed arms, managed workloads, and maximized talent, it's not hard to see why. The Dodgers don't just sign stars, they enhance them. What's important here is timing. The Dodgers are positioning themselves perfectly for the moment Sasaki becomes fully available. They have financial flexibility, roster flexibility, and most importantly, credibility. If Sasaki is looking for a team that can protect his arm, help him dominate, and put him on the biggest stage in baseball, Los Angeles checks every box. Nothing is official yet, but make no mistake, this is not random speculation. The Dodgers are always 2 steps ahead, and Sasaki's name is absolutely part of that long-term vision. Now, while the future looks incredibly bright, the Dodgers are also making sure fans enjoy the present, and that brings us to the Dodgers' promotional schedule being revealed. This is something that might sound small on the surface, but it actually says a lot about how the organization views its relationship with the fans. The Dodgers understand that this fan base is global, passionate, and deeply connected to the team's identity. The promotional schedule is packed with giveaways, special nights, and events designed to turn Dodger Stadium into more than just a ballpark. It's an experience. Whether it's bobblehead nights, themed celebrations, or honoring Dodgers legends, these promotions are about keeping the connection between the team and the fans strong. And let's be real, Dodgers fans show up, night after night, year after year, regardless of what's happening in the standings. These promotions also reflect confidence. Teams that are unsure about their direction don't lean into fan engagement like this. The Dodgers do, because they know what they're building. They know fans are excited. They know Dodger Stadium will be packed, and they know that this season is going to matter. But not everything connected to the Dodgers right now is positive or celebratory, and we have to talk about the elephant in the room, Yasiel Puig. The Puig situation is complicated, uncomfortable, and impossible to ignore. Puig, once one of the most electrifying and polarizing players to ever wear Dodger blue, is now facing the harsh reality of consequences catching up. The news of Puig being found guilty is a stark reminder that talent does not make anyone immune from accountability. For Dodgers fans, this brings up mixed emotions. On one hand, Puig was a major part of some unforgettable moments. His energy, his cannon arm, his fearless approach, he brought a spark that Dodgers fans will never forget. But on the other hand, this situation forces a clear line between nostalgia and reality. What happens off the field matters, and the organization has long since moved forward with a culture built on discipline, structure, and professionalism. The Dodgers distancing themselves from Puig's situation is not just logical, it's necessary. This is a different era of Dodgers baseball. The franchise has evolved, matured, and set standards that go beyond performance alone. Puig's story now serves as a cautionary tale, not a comeback story. And this contrast is important because it highlights just how intentional the Dodgers are about the type of players they bring into the organization today. Look at the current roster construction. Look at the emphasis on character, preparation, and long-term sustainability. This isn't accidental. The Dodgers learned from the past and they've built something stronger because of it. As we zoom back out and look at everything together, the roster flexibility, the Sasaki situation, the promotional schedule, and even the Puig news, it becomes clear that the Dodgers are operating on multiple levels at once. They're thinking about winning now, winning later, and protecting the brand at the same time. Few teams can do that successfully. The Dodgers can. This is also why fans should not panic about silence. When the Dodgers are quiet, it usually means something is brewing. They don't leak for attention. They don't rush for headlines. When they move, it's decisive. And when they don't move, it's strategic. The upcoming season feels like a turning point. There's anticipation in the air. There's curiosity about how this roster will evolve. There's excitement about international stars like Roki Sasaki potentially entering the picture. And there's confidence that the Dodgers are once again positioning themselves to be the standard everyone else chases. So, if you're a Dodgers fan wondering where this team is headed, the answer is simple: forward with purpose. The past is being respected, the present is being maximized, and the future is being carefully engineered. And that's exactly why being a Dodgers fan right now feels different. It feels powerful. Make sure you drop your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about the current Dodgers roster? Do you think Roki Sasaki eventually ends up in Dodger blue? What was your reaction to the Puig news? I want to hear all of it. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because Dodgers news is heating up fast and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Because trust me, this story is far from over.